Alright guys, welcome. And in this last part of the video, I'm going to be showing you what we call funnel audibles. Like, okay, this is one thing people don't know much about, and I call it funnel debugging secret. Okay, now funnel debugging secret is the fact that you are trying to make your funnel, which is good, you want to turn it to great. So you want to get more conversions from your existing funnels without having to do extra work. Okay, now let's go deep dive into it. So the goal is to nail it, to scale it. So now I want to give you a spoiler alert here. So your funnel won't always convert at the first run or first launch. This is spoiler alert. Okay. So unlike many of you, you just think like when you build your funnel once, it's going to make you millions. It's never going to make you millions at the first start. I build funnels and then most times I have to tweak it for it to work for me. So for example, there's this funnel I built with a client that was making around 12,000 naira in a day, and then later we tweaked it, and after tweaking it for like 3 weeks or something, we ended up making about 100,000 naira per day for like almost a month. We were making up to that amount. Okay, so now your goal is not just to build one funnel and then leave it to continue working. Your goal is to tweak it until you nail it, and then when you nail it you can scale it. Okay, the power is in the tweaks. Tweak it till you nail it and then scale it. That's just the goal of every funnel. Remember, the spoiler alert is that your funnel won't always convert at the first run or first launch. Anybody that tells you are going to build a funnel once and going to make millions from it without doing any tweaks to it is lying to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you here, and I'm going to tell you what is real. So you have to understand that. Once you can understand that, you are on your way to making great numbers in funnels. So what can you now do to your funnel that is going to make it convert more better? How can you turn your funnel that is already making, let's just say, it's not even making you money first? How can you make it to make it money for you? So the first thing is to make your numbers, know your numbers. So okay, now let me talk about one thing here. It is the fact of break even. Let's say now let's do okay. He said I said know your numbers, drive track it to fill your bucket, to fill your metrics. Okay, we're talking about metric first. But let's do a quick math first. Okay. Now let's say I did not have this thing written here, so you have to listen to me very well. So let's say I built a funnel, okay, and then I'm spending about 5,000 naira daily. Let's just say 10,000 naira daily on ads from it. And then the funnel is trying to generate leads. I'm trying to generate leads with the funnel. And after I generate leads with the funnel, I'm trying to sell a 10K product at the back end. So let's say I have an opt-in page, and once they submit their email to get just so their details to get a free stuff, and then I'm directing them to another page where I'm trying to say, okay, you've gotten this, why not buy this offer that goes for 10K? Okay, now in a day I'm going to spend 10,000 naira. Let's say out of this 10,000 I spend, I get 50 quality leads to collect my ebook. So that means I'm spending 200 naira to get one person. So because 200 naira will get me 50 persons at the cost of 10,000 naira. So I'm spending 200 naira to acquire one lead. Okay, but now out of this 50% that sees my product, no one is buying my that submits their email. None out of them is buying my offer. So that means I'm spending 10,000 and I'm not making any money from it. Are you with me? Okay. So that means my funnel is not even, it's not breaking even. So let's say I'm spending 15,000 on ads, and then I'm getting around 75 people to come into my DM or to come in to submit their form. And out of these people, 75 persons, only one person is buying my product. Okay. That means I'm still not breaking even because I'm spending 15,000 to acquire 10,000 naira. So I think you should understand this too. When it comes to funnels, you have to understand that you have to get a lot of traffic to know your numbers. So you should always go with the 1 to 2% rule. The highest conversion rate you are going to get, even on WhatsApp, is about 3%. Okay, so it's about 3%. Let's say out of 1,000 person that sees your product, it's possible that only 30% will buy. Unless your offer is very low ticket, like $1, then you are going to get a large number of persons. Okay, but if your offer is like a minimum, like a medium one, not very low and not very high, you're going to get around 3 to 10% conversion rate. So putting that into perspective, let's say you get 100 persons and then only one person buy your offer, and then you're spending 10,000 on to get 100 persons, and then you're getting one person to buy your 10K product. That means you are breaking even You understand me? You are breaking even already. So you have to scale your funnels to make your funnels great. Even though it's not good first, you have to understand your numbers. So the first goal to understand your numbers is that don't just build a funnel. You see, this is the problem people have a lot, and it annoys me very, very well. I'm going to be very, very strict here. It annoys me a lot to see people come to me and they're like, Danny, I need a funnel. And then when I look at it, they don't even have any money to build a funnel, let alone the money to drive traffic. There's nothing you should be doing with a funnel if you don't have a means, a source of traffic to it. So it's either you are running ads or you have a good organic lead generation, organic traffic strategy. Because I don't see any reason why you should build a funnel when nobody is going to come into that funnel. And not just anybody, not just 10 persons in your funnel in the month. It's not going to work. You understand me? So you have to know your numbers and drive traffic to fill your pocket so you can know your numbers very well. Know what is working, know what you can tweak. So when it comes to building funnel, these are the two most important metrics to be observed in your funnel. The first one is cost per acquisition, and the second one is average cart value. Now I want to talk about this thing very, very well. And so okay, I did a quick math. Okay, so let's now do a quick math again. Okay, let's say I spend 10,000 naira to get 100 visitors to visit my funnel, my sales page, and I'm selling in my sales page. I'm selling a 10,000 naira product, and out of this 100 person, one person is buying. So it costs me 10,000 naira to get a customer of 10,000 naira. Now, I'm not talking about leads here. You're not generating any leads here. So you're not following up anybody. So what I'm trying to say is that, okay, let's say I have a sales page. I'm selling an offer of 10K. And then I'm not spending 10,000 naira on ads per day. And at the end, the result is that I'm getting one sales. Now it's costing me 10,000 naira to what? Get 10,000 naira back. So I'm even. So no loss, no profit. You understand? So now that's the first thing. So my average cost per acquisition. So how much does it cost me to get a client, to get a customer is 10,000 naira. Okay. So now the next one is average cart value, and this is where most of the money lies. Okay. So I'm going to explain that, but I'm going to explain that now. Okay. So there are two ways to make more money in your funnel. The first one is to increase your price. So let's say one person is buying from you. You are going to increase the price that person buys. So instead of that one person paying 10,000 naira, I'm going to increase it to 15,000 naira. So you are making one person pay more. Okay, the first goal is either you make one person, okay, more persons to pay you the same money. Okay, to make money from your funnel is either you increase the number of traffic, increase the number of people come see your funnel, or you can increase the amount of money one person is spending in your funnel. So it's either increase the money one person is spending in your funnel or increase the people who are buying from you. And no matter what you do it, you have to and put this thing into perspective a lot to make a lot of money from your funnel, which is average card value. Your average card value is the average amount someone is spending in your funnel. So if someone is buying your funnel, what's the average amount they're spending? Okay, like the first one example I told you about, when one person buys a stuff of 10,000 naira. Okay, so the average amount the person is buying when he's buying something is just 10,000 naira. So now let's assume that I added another one of 15,000 naira. So when I say when they want to get the stuff of 10,000, I'm not like okay, instead of you just getting 10,000 naira stuff, why not just add this one to it? So that one's 15,000 naira. Now let's say out of 20 persons that buy that 10,000 naira product, I have a conversion rate of 30%. Okay, let's just say out of 100 persons that buy my 10K offer, 30 of them got the order bump. Are you with me now? So now let's calculate it. So that means if 100 person buy a 10K offer, that's a million naira, right? So now 30 of them also get the 15K offer, that's 450,000 naira. So instead of 1 million naira getting to my account, I have 1,450,000 naira. So out of 100 persons that is buying my offer, the average order value should be around 10,000 naira. So it is the average amount each person is spending should be 10,000 naira. But because I added an order bump, I'm now getting one person to pay me 14,500 naira because 14.5 million naira divided by 100 is now that an average person is now paying me 14,500 naira. Can you see the difference? So the way to make more money from your funnel is to increase the average order value or the average cart value, or also decrease the cost per acquisition. So Now, the goal is to reduce number one and to increase number two. The goal is to reduce the cost per acquisition, how much you are spending to get customer, and how much your customer are spending throughout your funnel when they are buying something. Okay, now let's talk about the cost per acquisition. How can you reduce it? So the way you can increase your cost per acquisition is your ads, your sales process, and your pre-sale. Okay, your pre-sale is more like your ads too. Okay, now let's talk about your ads. Okay, how much does Facebook charge you per customer? It can get less when you understand your creative, your copy, and your targeting. So the first one is, don't try to create something that is very relatable in your copy. Your copy and your image or your video should be very relatable. Don't try to sell to them. You see, the best of my ads that I've been performing are the ones where I'm not trying to sell people anything. It's just more like a graphic where I'm just trying to say, okay, just look at this and then click this link to know more about it. You understand me? So this is how you want to make your funnel works too. How you want to calculate your funnel to see how you can scale it. You have to understand your cost per acquisition and to bring it low. How can you bring it low? You might want to what? Create a better for like ad creative, like a better ad copy, a better ad image or videos, and then you're targeting. Who are you targeting? Probably the people you are targeting are people who are not interested. So most of them see your ad and then they are not clicking on it, and then Facebook think that your ad is not interesting, so they try to increase the cost you are spending, so you can turn off the ads and not run ads again. This is Facebook algorithm for you. It is not bad. It is not bad. But since people are not interested in it, Facebook tries to skyrocket the price so you can spend more. So you have to understand your ads very well. So it can help you to reduce your cost per acquisition. The next thing you want to know is your sales process, your funnel. How is your funnel process look like? Because I want to tell you there are different kind of funnels you can use for different kind of products. Don't try to use one kind of funnel for every kind of product. If you're selling a 90K product, for example, if you are selling something on 500K in Nigeria, it's very possible that if you are running ads to it, it's very, very important that you know that you should have a consultation call, or probably you are getting people to pay like 5,000 naira first to get on a call with you and then you now close them. You understand me? So don't just try to sell something in a generic way. How are you communicating your sales copy in your funnel? How is it your design in your funnel? How is it appealing to people? So because the more appealing it is, the more sales you get, and then the more sales you get from your ad, then the lower Facebook it costs you to acquire a client. So let's say I'm spending 10,000 naira and I'm getting 10,000 naira back. Can I increase? I change my sales copy and all that. It's going to also reduce the number of the amount I spend to acquire a client. Are you with me? So that's that about that. Then the next one is average card values. How can you increase the number of sales, the number of money you get per person? Okay, and this one is based on your upsells. So you have to understand strategic upsells here. So now let's talk about the average, how you can increase your average cart value. So it's about the way strategic upsell. So now let's imagine when it comes to trying to sell things, you have to be very, very related. Okay, once people get this thing, what is the next step? So let's say I'm selling a course on how to get 1,000 leads to your email, how to get 1,000 subscribers to your email. Then I should be creating something to tell them, okay, how you can get people to buy from your email store. So you can see how strategic it is. So you are trying to increase their order value by increasing the value of your product. And when I say increasing the value of your product, you are trying to sell them much more better stuff as they ascend your funnel. So you want to make a lot of money, more money by offering them upsells that is going to help them. So if you can do this thing, you are going to make a lot of money from your funnel. So now why paid traffic? I just added this thing to tell you that it is very, very important that you apply paid traffic into your funnels, because paid traffic allows you to get fast results, to know what is working and what you can tweak. So once you know what is working and what you can tweak, you can get better results from your funnels. So that being said, that's that about my first step funnel process. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you just a brief of what you should do next so you can get the best out of this video. So thank you and bye. Bye.